Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Krista. It's Live Authentically with Krista. Thanks for being here. If you're stumbling upon my video for the first time, welcome. I'm just sharing life. I share life as it comes, when I can, just authentically. Anybody who truly knows me knows that I'm a very, very real, authentic person. I don't fake stuff. And I come across as I'm like a real thing. I don't believe in pretending to be somebody that you're not. I don't believe that you should fake how you feel or that you should suppress anything. So I'm just going to speak freely from my experiences, just like over the last couple of days, in hopes that maybe someone else might find help through this video. So hit the like button, comment below if this helps you, subscribe if you want to stay connected. But I'm just going to take this opportunity and make this video because I believe that this video can really help someone. So I believe with all of my heart that when someone shows up for you and they like continually show up for you, support you, you should edify them. You should like give them credit and not pretend like they didn't help you or pretend that they weren't there for you. You know what I mean? Like give credit where credit is due. I made a post today on one of my social media pages, and I really felt led. I wanted to do it because there's just someone specific who has really supported me during times where I felt helpless. Like, it's almost embarrassing, the things I've tried to do on my own. Like how I've tried jimmy rigging stuff around my house because I didn't have support. You know, I've been a single woman for a while, and I've tried asking for help, but then I didn't get it. And I really am the type of person that if I ask and then I get rejected, I have a hard time asking again. You know, when people say they're going to come and they don't, I don't like asking again. I don't want to be an inconvenience to anyone. I don't want to be a burden on anybody. So I really try hard to do whatever I can myself. But I know that I'm only a human being. I know that I'm human. And that I can't do everything. I'm not knowledgeable. And I have some someone who's tried to encourage me. She'll like, go to YouTube. Just YouTube it. Yeah, well, I can YouTube it and still not be able to do it. I can YouTube stuff and still not have the strength to do it. But some of the things that I've actually tried jimmy rigging, it's embarrassing to me. When someone actually goes and like, who did this? Like, who did, like, you did this way? Like, yeah, I did. Well, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I do whatever I can to make something work, but it might look ridiculous. But it works. Maybe not perfectly, but it works. I don't know. But I have someone who has really been helping me with things that are broken around my house or just things that need to be fixed because I haven't had anyone to help me. So I've just been like dealing with things on my own, and I felt bad for my kids because I'm like, I'm sorry that your bathroom door doesn't lock. I tried fixing the door handle myself, but I couldn't do it. And so they had a bathroom door that didn't lock for probably 2 years now. Well, someone came over and fixed it. And now they have a door that locks. And just thinking about all of the things that this person has done for me. I don't know, it just makes me want to cry sometimes. Because I haven't had help. And I used to be the type where it was hard to receive help. Because I didn't think I was worthy of it. I don't want to cry, but that's just who I am. I feel a lot of stuff. I feel a lot, and I don't pretend how I feel. I share how I feel. Good and bad. I do. Even though our emotions are temporary, I mean, they have meaning, they feel. Our feelings do matter. And I'm really trying hard to not to do anything like negative out of emotion, or I'm trying to really like move in a better way, you know, because I've just had bouts of just anger, you know, at times, with just how much I've been hurt by people, you know, and I have to lay it down a lot to the Lord. And that's something that he showed me a couple days ago in a dream, that I needed to be cleansed by the Lord, that I needed to heal. And I'm really glad that he gave me those dreams, because it's just a confirmation. Yes, I know I need to heal. I know I need your help, Lord. I know that I can't do this on my own. I know. And just taking the time to like shut everybody out and to be able to do this, you know, just like telling my kids, like, I need to be left alone. You need to leave me alone in my room. Silencing the noise when people try to reach out to me. I'm sorry, I have to go. I have to be with the Lord. I need to be alone. You know, and sometimes I'll be real. I've had to mute people. I have had to mute people on my phone when they continually just like show up too much. Or if they just like, it's nonstop texting me, like I just can't. I can't, it overwhelms me. You know, like I need space at times to do what I need to do. I need space at times so that I can be alone with the Lord, so that I can heal. Because I've just been in like a survival mode for way too long. And just feeling everything right now, I've just not only been in survival mode, but I've just like with my emotions and my what's the word? Like my nervous system, it's just like it has really felt like on edge, you know, like on edge, because it has felt like every single week, like something has happened where I'm either dreaming about someone, or I'm hearing things in the spirit, or I'm actually hearing things in real life from people. You know, like how what people think about me, or ways that people are against me, or ways that like, oh, I've had enough of you, or you know what I mean? Like people have felt this way. Like they don't want to be connected to me anymore. And it's been hard to know those things. And I'm really trying hard to take one step at a time, moving forward, and just allowing the Lord to heal me over and over and over again, so that I can finally be at a place where like I can be okay inside towards people, you know, like I can be okay. I really want to have a pure heart towards people. I really do. But that devil likes to put thoughts in our brains at times, and he likes to remind us of things that people have done. He likes to remind us of things. And it's just frustrating at times, but the only thing that we can do is surrender it to the Lord. Our thoughts, any temptations, like anything. The only thing that we can do is surrender it to the Lord and seek Him and ask Him for help, because we are human beings. We all struggle with things, but you have to stop pretending. You have to stop pretending that you're not struggling with something when you are. You have to be real and honest and vulnerable in order to ever truly heal, you know? Like I've had people share vulnerable things that they have never shared with anybody ever, about things that have happened to them. And there are things that I can never share. Like I don't want to break that person's trust. Like I don't want to share things because it's vulnerable, and it's really like, it's sad too, you know? Yesterday I had a conversation with someone, and she was just saying how she was just really overwhelmed in her mind. And to the point like she was physically feeling sick. She was physically feeling sick. Her body was sick because of how much she was dealing with in her mind. And she was suppressing everything. And I told her, I'm like, don't. It's okay to cry. It's okay to share. It's okay to say how you feel. Don't hold it in. You gotta let it out. You know? And I prayed over her yesterday because there's things that have happened that were out of her control. You know? Some things happen. Some things that just aren't fair, that happen, that are allowed to happen. Some things just aren't fair. But the only thing that we can do is ask for help through the things that we go through. I'm just being real. Jesus didn't take my anger, or I couldn't take my anger away by myself. Jesus did. When I was hurt, when I was anxious, when I was scared, those feelings didn't leave unless I turned to the Lord and asked Him to help me. But anyways, I made a post because I wanted to celebrate. I was sharing how I celebrated their birthday, and this particular person hasn't been celebrated in a while and hasn't been appreciated the way they deserve to be appreciated. They haven't been valued until they met me. They told me that you were the first person who has ever valued me, like in their life, until I showed up. And that speaks a lot. And that's how I want people to feel. I want people to feel valued. I want people to know that you don't have to do life alone. And that it's okay to share how you feel without fear. And that your feelings do matter. You do deserve to be validated. You do deserve to be edified at times. Give credit where credit is due. And I was looking up that I knew there was something that had to do with the Bible about giving credit in some way, shape, or form. And I found, I looked it up and got the verse. But anyways, I wanted to acknowledge this person and not just like hide it, like, thank you for being a good human being. Thank you for fixing things that I couldn't. Thank you for showing up and making me feel like I don't have to be alone. Like there's someone who's willing to support me if I don't have help, And it feels good to be able to have that available if I need it, because sometimes I'm stubborn when it comes to asking for help. I know my pastor said this over me. He told one of my daughters, your mom's stubborn. What does she need? What does she need help with? How can we help her? Yeah. That was the one pride that I had, was asking for help, trying to do things in my own strength. It is pride. When you try to do things in your own strength and where you don't ask for help, where you think you can do it all on your own, it's pride. But there's some things that you can't do on your own that we all struggle with at times. God hates pride. He absolutely hates it. We have to renounce it. Renounce it, the pride. Renounce the word curses that we speak. And stop speaking death over situations. And I'm really trying hard to speak life over things. Speak life over certain people who have wronged me. I'm working on it. I'm getting better. I have my days, but I'm getting better. And I know that healing is a process and it takes time. It really does take time, but you got to give it time. Every day, forgive. Every day. I know that I would not be where I am today if it wasn't for the Lord. I wouldn't be where I am today. Excuse me. But anyways, acknowledge people. Edify people. And so I did. I wanted them to feel like they mattered. I didn't want to just have somebody come over to my house like, wow, it looks really great over here. Wow. Who did that? You did a great job, Kristen. No, it wasn't me. It was this person. They helped me. Anyways, I created a post and then someone commented below about acknowledging that you're a good person if you can acknowledge other people, and I just it's a good thing to do. It's a good thing to do. Acknowledge people for how they help you. Acknowledge people for showing up in your life. Value people, value them. All right, now I'm going to share the scripture. In Romans chapter 13, verse 7, it says, give to everyone what you owe them. If you owe taxes, pay taxes. If revenue, then revenue. If respect, then respect. If honor, then honor. Just give people what you owe them. Owe respect. Respect people. If you owe someone money, pay them back. If you owe someone respect, then respect them. If you owe somebody honor, then honor them. If you owe someone an apology, then apologize. If you owe someone something, then pay them back. Make things right. Make it right with them. Be a giver. So that just really spoke a lot to me. To do this, to be this type of person, is to acknowledge people, to edify people in front of others, and like, yeah, this is the things that I have had fixed. It wouldn't have been done without this other person. Well, that's just who God used at the time. Allowed this person to help me. And I know that sometimes people come and go, and I know that God allows some people to come for a little bit, and other times other people are just supposed to be part of your life and stay there. So I'm willing to receive any kind of help and support that the Lord allows to come my way, because I know at the end of the day, it's really from the Lord himself. This is what I think of things like. God is the one who has the power to hold back. And if he didn't want someone to bless me, then he wouldn't allow them to bless me. This is what I believe, because in Psalms 121, it says that our help comes from the Lord. And if he didn't want someone to support or help me, then he would completely block that person from helping me. You know? So at the end of the day, I'm thanking the Lord for how I've received help, because I know that he has the power to open doors and he has the power to close doors. And so I'm trying to surrender and know that God will protect me and help me. But I will tell you the truth, that the biggest thing that I've been dealing with is my heart just being unhealed. And I've just been triggered a lot, and I'm just at a place in my life where I truly need my nervous system to heal. And I've mentioned this on video before, but I'm still there. I'm still there. I'm not gonna hide that. I'm still there, where I truly need my nervous system to heal. And I know it's gonna take time. It's going to take time, because you have to be in the right environment to truly heal. You got to be connected to the right people to properly heal. And it's consistency, though. It's a consistent of environment that's healthy for you. Because if it's not healthy for you, you're not going to grow as a person. If it's a toxic environment, it's going to keep you stuck. If it's unhealthy, it's going to keep you stuck. You'll never grow. But if it's a healthy environment, you're going to feel, better. inside. And it's going to make you feel safe, you know? But it's a process. Healing is a process. It's going to take time. But I'm just sharing real life with you in hopes that maybe someone else would maybe hear these words, and maybe there's someone else out there like me where you're a big feeler, like you feel everything inside. And maybe you've had a hard time sharing those things. Maybe you've had a hard time sharing how you feel. Maybe it's hard for you to be vulnerable. I don't know. For me, it feels good to get things out. I don't want to hold things in, you know? Just on Friday, this last Friday, it was just, I felt so heavily oppressed, like my mind was not okay. I just felt like so much pressure on my head and my body. Like I felt like so much pressure. And I knew that after I got done with work, like I needed to be alone. I needed to take a nap. I needed to be refreshed by the Lord because I wasn't okay. I was not okay. Inside, I wasn't okay. And after I took my nap, after I spent a little time with the Lord, I felt refreshed again. I felt refreshed and I was renewed. I could take on the rest of the day, and I felt better. I felt better because I know that if I don't do that, then I can't pour from an empty cup. If I feel empty inside, then I can't give to people. If I feel empty inside, then I can't help people the way God wants me to help people. If I feel empty inside, then I can't do what God wants me to do either. Then I can't pray. Then I can't. And Jesus is the one who fills me up. I feel energized. I feel more calm. I feel more at peace when I seek Him. So this is why I do what I do. But anyways, give credit where credit is due, okay? Whatever you owe, pay them back. Pay people back. Respect them. Value them. Appreciate people who have gone out of the way for you. That's the message, I guess. And just a side note, something that I've been really like trying to tell one of my kids, with all of them, but specifically one person, because she's been someone who just took it. She just took how people were treating her, took less than she deserved. But now she's like putting up boundaries with people, and I'm really proud of her for that. I'm really proud of her because she's trying to show people that she wants better, that she deserves better. She deserves more respect. She deserves to be valued and not underappreciated. You know, I know for me, like, I love people. I feel like I really do love people well. But I've had to learn to value myself. I've had to learn to distance myself from people out of protection for myself, because I don't want to be hurt anymore by people. And I know this is not anything you or I can ever control. We are not perfect people. And I don't expect anybody to be perfect. I really don't. I don't expect perfection. The one thing that I do expect, though, is just a conversation. Like, I want conversation. I want communication. And I want I just want respect. And I feel like I'm a really easygoing person. And I don't want to make it hard for anybody to communicate with me. I don't want to make it hard for anybody to come back to me. You know what I mean? And like have a conversation or come back to make amends. Like, I don't want to make it hard for anybody. I'd like to make it easy if possible, but I understand that we make mistakes, but the one thing that I'm looking for from certain people is just acknowledgement. Acknowledgement and apologies and just like accountability. I know there's two specific people that I'm thinking about right now, and I just wish that they could have just communicated with me, you know? Because it's really not that hard. I mean, sometimes it's hard for people to communicate, but I'm an easygoing person. I don't want to rehash old events. Like, I want to like move past things. I want to do better, and I want to like bury the hatchet and just like let things go. Like, I really want to do that. But in order to fully bury the hatchet with some people, you have to just take accountability and just apologize to one another, you know? Like, I'm sorry I showed up this way. I'm sorry I shouldn't have said that thing. Even though I was hurt, I'm sorry I said it. I'm sorry I did the thing that I did when I was upset. It's just being real with one another and just admitting your mistake, you know? And I don't want to be that pretender and just like bury things under the rug. It doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help anybody at all. We got to come clean and tell the truth, you know? So, anyways, I hope that this video helps somebody. Maybe you'll just learn just a little bit more about me. But yeah, give credit where credit is due. And just remove that pride. You know, we're really not meant to do life alone, and the Lord can help you. Don't try and do it all yourself. Ask the Lord for help. Be a correctable human being. And I remember telling one person this specifically. I'm like, tell me how you feel. If I have wronged you, then please come to me. Tell me about it. Come to me about it. Talk to me about how you feel. Because I don't want to offend anybody. Like, talk to me about it. If I have offended you, then come to me, please. Talk to me about it. Because I want to make things right. Because if I say something or do something, then let's talk about it so that I can do better. It's how you protect relationships. If you don't protect the relationship, then the relationship is probably going to be really messy. But you got to protect it, protect people's hearts, communicate, talk about things. And it's a part of being vulnerable that people don't want to do. But it's necessary. Communication is necessary. We have to bridge the gap and just like grab my hand. Let's talk about it. Grab my hand. Let's try again. Grab my hand. Let's start over. Let's start fresh. Let's start new. Let's do things better. You know what I mean? Like if we all did this and just admit like, hey, I had a crappy day yesterday. I'm sorry I showed up the wrong way. I'm sorry I did that. Let's grab each other's hands and let's start over. Let's start fresh. I'm sorry. Forgive me. If we all did this, this world wouldn't be so tough. Relationships wouldn't be so messy. If we lay down our pride and we did this for each other out of protection for relationships. Because there are just some blessings that are just like, they're from God. Some relationships are ordained by God. And we gotta protect those. You know, I have one friend that's leaving. Oh my goodness. She's moving. And I saw myself in her. And it's sad that she's moving away. Because I finally had a friend to hang out with here. You know, like I finally had a friend. But now she's moving away. So now I feel like I'm back to square one with that. I feel like I'm back to square one with having a woman as a friend. Like we can have girl talk, pray together, talk about stuff. I feel like I'm back to square one again. So I'm gonna have to be strategic in my prayers and pray for that kind of friendship. Because this particular friend, she I know that she's been reserved towards me because she's had a lot of people not be the friend that she needed. And I told her, listen, I've been very, very wounded. I've had a lot of people walk away from me. I had a lot of people that I thought were my friends. But they weren't. They weren't there for me during my hardest moments of my life. And because I have experienced that myself, I don't want to do that to anyone else. Like, this is what I think of. You know, like I've been really, really wounded by people. And I don't want to do that to anyone else, you know? Like, I want to help people. I want to support people. I want to speak life into people. I want to appreciate people who appreciate me, you know? And I'm waiting, you know, for some people to return. I'm waiting. And I'll wait until the Lord brings them back to me. I will wait. Because I've finally come to a place where, no, I have to be valued. No, I have to be valued. I can't give too much of myself, you know? Like, the same Krista can't give. Like, I can't give the way I used to give if I don't get anything back. Like, I can't give so much of myself if I only get a little bit. Like, I can't do that anymore. I don't want to feel empty inside being connected to people. I don't. It's like you got to meet each other in the middle. You know what I mean? Like you have to show up, and then I have to show up, and then you just support each other. You know what I mean? Like, it takes two people. If two people do not agree to support and encourage and lift each other up and be there to support each other, if two people do not agree to do that, then you won't be able to walk together like that. You won't be able to. There's always going to be some sort of division. You have to agree to do it. You have to agree to show up. Like, yes, I'm going to show up for you. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do better. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it, you know. All right, so have a great day. I'll see you next time. But I hope that this helps you anyways. Thanks for being here.